one of the things that I think is really important to understand is just what I do, just how I do it, and is it something that's easy or is it hard? Is it simple or is it complicated? And the truth is, it's both. In a way, it's an easy thing because I'm spirit. Easy to connect to spirit, and because I'm spirit and they're spirit, and we're of the same mind, we're able to connect, and I can get information from the spirit side, so people can come to see me and connect to their departed relatives, or someone who died prematurely, or someone they're wondering if they're okay, or that's totally doable. And I have never had it where the people aren't there, ever. That person, they've always been there because they're eternal. They're accessible. They have no reason not to be accessible. They're on the spirit side. They're connected. So if you're there, they're there, and we can connect to them, and we can get information that's useful and meaningful. And to give you some sense of that, what that means is, one gentleman came to see me, and he was sitting in front of me, and I said to him, I said, "Your father's in the spirit side?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "And you're hoping to connect with him?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, I'm seeing him, and he's a bit of a character." He said, "Yeah." And I said, he's dressed, he's a farmer, I'm sure, because he's dressed like a farmer." And he said, "Yeah, he was a farmer." And I said, I described his outfit, and I said, "That's kind of his uniform." And he said, "Yeah, that's what he wore." And I said, "He's showing me, he's working on tractor right now." And I said, and he's showing me his hand, and there's 2 fingers missing. These 2 fingers are gone, and he wants me to see that and tell you. And the young fellow says, "Yeah, that's my father." He said that he lost those 2 fingers working on that tractor he's with right now. And I said, "Yeah, I thought so." And then there was other information, and it was meaningful. And when the young man left, he knew his father was alive and well in the spirit side. It isn't always that clear, but usually it can be that clear. There's another instance just the other day where a family was here, and I was doing a message circle for the whole family, and so everyone was going to get messages, and at the beginning they said, "We have a couple people we want to connect with, and there's a sister and my father, and can we connect with them?" And they were both there, and I'm looking at the father, and the father was all excited because he had his teeth, and he was telling me to tell them he had his teeth, he could eat, he was good, he could eat, and he was really thrilled. All of his teeth were there. And of course the truth is that on the spirit side you don't really have a physical body, but you have the illusion of a physical body. So you can, and you're whole, and you're complete, and you're comfortable, and you're healthy, and you can smoke if you want, or because cigarettes don't taste very good, but they're, on the spirit side, they're kind of boring. But if you really want a cigarette, you can have one. Not going to hurt you. But he went, and he was smoking too. Actually, that's why I mentioned cigarettes. But again, he wasn't allowed to smoke in life because they were killing him. So he was having a cigarette on the spirit side, and he wanted me to tell them that too. But he was so excited about the teeth, and I said to them, "So your father's there?" And he said, He's showing me his teeth, and he's so excited. I said, did he have dentures? Did he hate the dentures? And they said, "No, not at all. He only had 1 tooth." He couldn't eat anything. So of course he's excited that he has, his teeth now. He can eat things. And so it's those kinds of things that are very validating for people. And another time I was doing another message circle, and this woman was standing there, and behind who I thought was her daughter, and I said to the daughter, "Your mother's standing with you," and I said, "What I'm seeing that stands out is her hair and her feet. Like her hair is perfect, and her feet are hurting her." And the girl said, "Yeah, that's my mother." She said, in life, her feet drove her crazy because she wore heels for so long. She just couldn't walk, later in life. And then the hair, she had the hair done every Friday. Always perfect hair. And so So those kinds of sharings help validate things for people, and I may or may not be able to tell people names and so on. Once I was doing a reading, and this woman showed up, and I said to the woman, I said, your aunt's here, and her name is Shirley, and she said, yeah, that's my aunt, and this is what she looked like, and that was all true, was her name. But names are tough because you don't always get the names. They don't necessarily share them with you, and I said to her, and there was information there for her, and then I said to her, I said, was her name Shirley? And she said, yeah, her name was Shirley, and I thought, boy, it's nice that's there and so accurate for her, and you multiply that by 1,000 times, or 2,000 times, or 3,000 times, and there's no question that it's real. I mean, see, the problem is for other people out there, they don't know that I don't know anything. They don't know that this is just coming from the spirit side. I haven't researched them. I haven't found out about them. I've done nothing. It's just information that comes from spirit, and it's a beautiful thing to have that happen, and have it happen in such a way as to validate the reality of us living beyond this life and being alive and well in spirit and doing just fine. And what a gift it is to give to someone the freedom to, and they still grieve, and they're still sad, and their loved ones are still gone, they're not here in this life, but they know they're connected to them, they know they're okay, they know they're fine. That's what it really has to be about. And they have senses of humor. I mean, it's funny, I was watching one guy, he's watching the horses on the spirit side, and his wife is sitting there, and I said, your husband's here, and he's watching the horses, and I said, he's having a great time, and she said, yeah, that was his favorite thing, watching the races, and I said, and he's playing cards too. He's got his friends around him, and they're playing cards, and he's showing me his hand, and he's got a good hand, and he's laughing, he's having a fine time. And she said, the thing he loved second most was playing cards. That was his second favorite thing, and so. Those kinds of things are really nice to share with people, but it's not all about talking to dead people. That's important to understand. One of the most important things I can give people, and I know this, and I know how important it is I can help people let go of the fear of dying. I can let people know that their loved ones are alive and well and doing okay someplace. I mean, we don't understand where that place is really, but we know that they're okay, and we know that there's a realness to it, a concreteness to it, and when they come in, I mean, they don't say to me, I'm here to do this or I'm here to do that. Spirit knows why they're there, and the information just flows. Sometimes, someone comes in and they have something specific, but Spirit has something else to tell them first, and they'll have to wait until Spirit tells them that, but then the information's there for them. But it's important to understand that it isn't just about talking to dead people. Really, what Spirit can do to you, and with you and for you, is Spirit can free you. They can free you of fear. They can empower you to move forward in your life. They can tell you that the thing that you're beating yourself up about is not something you need to beat yourself up about. They can reassure you of that. And they can do this without you saying anything to me. I don't need to have you say anything to me. I know how you feel. I know who you are. I know what's going on. And that's got nothing to do with ego. It's just got to do with the fact that we are spirit. I'm spirit, you're spirit, we're connected. It's normal. It's normal. And all of us do it all the time. We just don't recognize it. I'm lucky that I've learned how to do it, and do it in a way that I can direct it a bit and control it a bit. And one of the things we do with people is we teach them how to work with these gifts and do it in a way that's not a burden. I mean, being gifted shouldn't be a burden for you. It shouldn't be hard for you. It should be something that makes you feel amazing, beautiful, wonderful, free. And what happens is people get that. They feel that. The first connection to Spirit is like so amazing. And then a little while later they get upset and disappointed because they can't feel it anymore. And they say, well, it's gone. It's all gone. I don't know what happened to it. I don't feel it. It's not that it's gone. You got used to it. Like, think of the glasses on your face, the ring on your hand, the clothes on your back. Do you feel them all the time? Not at all, because you're used to it. You habituate to it. You also habituate to that connection to spirit. So when you're used to connecting to spirit, it's normal, it's comfortable, it's easy, it's uncomplicated. Not too energetic, it's just nice. So my connection with people is comfortable, and I don't have to move around a lot. I don't have to get agitated. I don't have to do any of that stuff. There's no drama in this. This is not dramatic. This is beautiful and comfortable and easy and necessary and right. So you just share it. So it's not just about talking to dead people. It's about growing and learning and listening to your inner guidance, support that's already there for you. And people say to me, well, I knew all that stuff. Yeah, of course you knew all that stuff. I mean, you just need to hear it from outside of yourself a little bit. Like, of course you knew. It's just you weren't doing anything with it. You know, you need a push. I'm giving you a push. Sometimes that's true, and sometimes it's not true. But don't come ask me to find your ring that you lost in the bedroom 3 weeks ago. I might be able to help you. I may not, you know, but that's not really my focus. You know, I'm not a lost and found person so much. I'm more a helping you grow person, helping you know more about yourself and be empowered and realize that you are amazing. You are amazing, and you need to be celebrating yourself. Love yourself unconditionally, not conditionally, unconditionally. Too many people love themselves conditionally. I'll love myself if I can fix this person. No, 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 don't do that. That's not what you want. You need to love yourself anyway. You do what you can, you let go. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are the most important person in your life. You are. Not the person over there or the person over there. You are the only one that you have control over. That's so important to understand. Like you can't control those other people. They act crazy. You can't fix that. All you can do is love them, support them, give them tools, help them. But no, you love yourself, and know that that's important, because a person who loves themselves can love other people easier, more comfortably, and less conditionally. Because love should not be commerce. You do this, I do this, you do. That's not what love should be. Love that's commerce is not love at all. It's something else. So love unconditionally. That's important, necessary, makes a difference, frees you.